Do you own an Ioniq 5 or an Ioniq 6? And have you noticed that the little black caps in your charge port pins for the DC fast charger are missing? Well, it seems to happen quite often actually, because Hyundai has issued a TSB for the problem. Now, I've had people asking me about this for months and months. Some people have actually had their entire charge ports replaced under warranty. And apparently you can just buy these little black caps yourself, or you can bring the car in for service and this will be covered under warranty. So I'll show you what it looks like in the DC charge port when this happens. You'll notice that it's just a little silver post now. There's no little black cap on it. It usually only happens to one of the pins. The other pin usually still has one on it. So it's pretty obvious when it does happen. Now, when I first started seeing this happening, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but in reading this TSB, which is 23-EV-006H, it says the charging insulation caps are important to ensure proper charger connector orientation and fit to the vehicle charge port. So electrical connection between an inlet and a connector is very important, because if you have bad connection, you create extra resistance, which creates excess heat, which is bad for the charge port. It's bad for the connector. All around, it's just a bad situation. So apparently these caps are critical to aligning up the connector into the charge inlet. So if you do notice one of these missing, make sure you either order some replacements yourself. Should be really easy to replace yourself if you need to, or you can bring the car into your dealership, schedule an appointment, and they should be able to replace them themselves. But when you search for these part numbers, they are common across Kia, Hyundai, and Genesis, so they'll work on a Kia product or a Genesis, and they cost a few bucks. The DC pin, the one on the bottom, is $2.65. You're going to be paying much more just for the shipping than for the part itself. But you can also get it from your dealership, and then you don't have to pay any shipping fees. So yeah, this TSB applies to Hyundai, but Kia EV6 owners, Genesis GV60 owners, you could still get this same replacements and do them yourself. I haven't been able to find the TSBs for those cars yet though, so I can't provide you with that today. But just know that you can replace them. Hyundai doesn't have to pay hundreds of dollars to replace the entire charge port. This is definitely the easy route. This applies to all Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 sold here in the US. It does seem like maybe some tolerances should be changed on these little plastic caps though, because it seems like they do fall off a little too easily. Now, I don't know if that's a design problem with the part or if it's an anomaly with the charging connector itself. Are you a new or existing owner of a Hyundai Ioniq 5? Then check out my store because I got a bunch of cool new stuff to show you. So obviously you got the OG magnetic eyewear holder, but I've also got a new magnet shaped like the Ioniq 5 wheel. Do you like big 40-ounce water bottles or tiny little cans? Well, I've got both. This one shrinks your cup holder, while this one enlarges it. I've also got some for the rear seat. I've also got a keychain that resembles the charging indicator in the charge port, and if you don't even want to see this charge port indicator when you're charging at night, you can go ahead and cover it up with this little guy. These LEDs flash very bright at night, so you might not want people coming over and looking at them, and when you're done, thanks to these two little nubs, you can go ahead and store it right in your charge port. I design and 3D print these all myself, and every single sale goes towards the channel and helping me grow it a little bit more. So you can purchase any of these products from the links in the descriptions. If you're international, please use my Etsy store. If you're in the US, you can go to my website, ioniqguy.com. You can also purchase them right here without leaving YouTube from the store on my channel page. And if you have any custom requests, shoot me a message because I'm always open to trying something new. So I appreciate you checking them out and I hope you like them.